Greetings, everyone. Nikki Brown here. No matter where you are, what part of the world you are in, I hope that you are having a good day. So, we are going to make a kale wrap. So, one of the things I'm going to do is start preparing my fruits and vegetables. So, the first thing I'm going to do is cut up my avocado. So, I'll be back. Okay, for me, the best way to cut an avocado is I normally cut it in, well, there's a couple different ways you can do this. If you want to save the seed, you can cut around the seed like this. But if you don't want to save the seed, you can just cut. Well, sometimes the seed will stay intact, but it's already stuck in there. The knife is already stuck inside the seed, so use the knife to take the seed out. Next, we are going to use a spoon, go around the edges of the avocado. Okay, and just take it out of the skin. Okay, and that's the other piece. Okay, next up is our garlic. I'm going to take the bulb of garlic, press it, and it pretty much easily comes out. And there you go. And then actually, if you don't have a food processor, you can use a blender to pulse. I don't mind if the garlic breaks apart a little bit, like this piece here. And last piece, I decided to use 3 pieces. And there we go. Okay, next is our onion. And I'm going to use a little red onion. And I basically just cut that piece in half. And I'll cut it in half again. Again, I'm going to use the blender, so I'm not so concerned about them being in small pieces. Okay, so I've started putting everything in my blender. I'm also going to add some extra virgin olive oil, about a half a cup. Okay, that looks to be about right. Okay, next I'm going to add some sun-dried tomatoes. And we are doing a Tassili's Raw Reality hack. So I'm actually following a recipe today. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, the next ingredient is 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, next ingredient is 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. If you don't like it spicy, then you might want to use just 1. If it's not spicy enough, You might want to add a little more. Okay, so the recipe calls for lemon juice, but I have lime juice, so I'm going to use the rest of what I have in here. And it calls for 1 lemon, so I'm just going to pour some of my juice in here. Woo. What I think would be equivalent to about 1 juice worth of lemon. And pour it in. Okay, we're also going to add about 2 tablespoons of Bragg's liquid amino. Of course, if you don't want the soy, you can use the coconut aminos. So, as a matter of fact, I am going to use the coconut amino. I'm going to somewhat stick to the recipe. Now, the sun-dried tomatoes, really you should add later, but I'm adding them into the whole recipe. But I will add some more in the wrap once I'm ready to wrap it. Okay, next we want to add a little salt. And a little pepper. Alright, and I'm going to blend this and then massage it in with my kale. Okay, here's the kale that I'm using. I had a pretty white bowl, but I broke it, so we're going to use this plastic bowl today. And that should be good. Now, there are a couple big stems in here, so I'm just going to take those out. See, some pretty big ones. You can eat them if you'd like. But in a wrap, I don't necessarily want to eat big stems. Alright, so now I'm going to add my baking soda. I got baking soda. And clean this real quick and I'll be back. Okay, my kale is all clean and some of the pieces are kind of big. So I'm just going to go ahead and chop them down a little bit. Just like this. Who's laying overboard? And I'm going to then put them in my other bowl. And I'll be back when I'm done doing that. Alright. So, of course, I will post the recipe that I'm following in the description box. But I also encourage you to still visit Tassili's Raw Reality on the West End in Atlanta. She does have really great options. This is called, well, this Copycat is the kale wrap. So again, I am following a recipe. And I'm not following the recipe exactly. I'm kind of doing my own thing at the same time. But for those who don't live near Atlanta and you would like to try one of Tassili's wraps, maybe you've heard of it, or maybe you just like the way that this one looks. That's the purpose of me doing this video. And of course, I'll make other wraps that are not following a recipe, just kind of freestyling with certain ingredients and trying different flavors. So we are almost done with this one. Once you get everything prepped and ready to go, it really doesn't take that long. I'll say you could be eating within 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how fast you go. I might need more avocado because I love avocado, honey. Yeah, I'm getting ready to cut up more avocado. So I actually changed my mind about the avocado because I don't want it to start turning brown. I'll just add avocado as I make another wrap. But here is our mixture. And I just pulsed it maybe 4 or 5 times. So it does still have some chunkiness to it. Now you could use a utensil, but I'm going to use my hand. My hands are clean. And I'm just going to massage these juices and berries up in there. It smells good. Yes. Man, oh boy. We could use a little bit more salt, but other than that, and if you don't want to do more salt, you can always add more of the liquid aminos. Okay, let me wash my hands and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have a spinach wrap. It is not gluten-free. If you like gluten-free or if you need gluten-free, there are obviously gluten-free options available. This particular one is not gluten-free though. Yeah, the type of wrap that you use is kind of up to you. So now, but Tassili's does use gluten-free. I am going to, I put a little bit to the side in my bowl. So I'm going to build my wrap. And usually her wraps are pretty fat. And I think she uses bigger wraps. Okay. So I'm going to fold it up at the bottom and then fold it over. And put it on my plate. I think you normally put water or something. I don't know where you go. I don't know how to get it to stay closed, but it doesn't matter because it's going to get eaten. So this is what it looks like. The bottom is not perfect. If you have excess at the bottom, you can just simply tear it off. Again, I wrapped it the way that I'm going to do it. I never learned how to wrap a wrap in a restaurant, so this is just my way of doing it. If you want to do it more professionally, I'm sure there are YouTube videos out there available for you. But we're just going to go ahead and give this a little taste. Mmm. That's good. It's pretty spicy, but if you like it extra spicy, might want to add a little bit more cayenne to it. or you can use a spicy wrap, a chili wrap. Again, I encourage you to visit Tassili's because she does have a variety of options available for you. This is just a way to make it at home. Again, if you don't live nearby, or if you just want to try a different kind of wrap. But this is delicious. I promise you. So I'm going to go ahead and close out this video. I hope that this was helpful. I love y'all. Later.